Hi everybody, strap yourselves in because this is going to be awkward. I just got back from seeing the new Toy Story movie, Toy Story 5, aka Lightyear. I'm going to call this Toy Story prequel, and it was completely irrelevant. It had nothing to do with the original movies. And it was just really frustrating. I just thought this film took itself incredibly seriously. And to not have the original cast involved, to have no Woody, to have no Bo, to have no Mr. Potato. I don't know whether that's because they couldn't get the licensing for Mr. Potato Head. I was told by my friend that it's rumored to be some kind of a dispute between the manufacturers of Mr. Potato Head and Disney, and there's some kind of contract issue. Whether that's true, I don't know. You know, the internet's full of rumours. The internet's a rumour mill, and the truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. But I was optimistic. I thought, okay, is this necessary? But my friend told me the trailer looked pretty cool. So I always go into these things with an open mind. Here's my mind, it's open. And I go in and I get in there and I'm like, okay. And it says at the beginning that this is not a Toy Story movie. It says words to the effect that this is the film that Andy saw originally before he purchased a Buzz Lightyear. Well, it's like they completely retconned the whole series by doing that. So straight away, I lost that level of optimism that I went into this movie with. But okay. Am I the demographic? Well, clearly I am. Clearly I am the demographic because I'm the one that grew up watching these movies. I know, and because I'm the demographic, because I have a history with these movies, then surely I should be the one that they're trying to please. Because I ultimately I am the fan base, aren't I? Me. I grew up with these movies, and what I say really is that you should be thinking about those older fans and not a newer generation of fans. But anyway, that's personal. That's personal. This film, let me tell you about this film. This film took itself incredibly seriously. I've got nothing against Chris Pratt, nothing against him, but I just didn't think he was the right fit for this movie. Why couldn't they have got Tim Allen to do the voice of Buzz Lightyear? He's always been the voice. And apparently, this is a movie within the Toy Story universe, but we never see any of the movie sets. We never see any of that thing. We just see a bog standard space adventure. And it felt really complicated. It felt like unnecessarily complicated. What's that word? I can't think of the word. What's that word? Is it convoluted? Sorry, that was Sarah. She just dropped me a text. She's on her way home now. So, yeah, I just really didn't feel that this movie was necessary, and I didn't have fun. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't laugh once. And I thought there were some moments in this film that were meant to be emotional, but I didn't feel any kind of attachment to any of the characters. I just felt like it just sort of plodded along like a sort of generic story. And my friend came out and he said, I thought it was really funny, I thought it was full of heart, and I came out saying, what else you got? Because it's just another example of Hollywood regurgitating previous ideas. And Hollywood needs to move on. Hollywood needs to move with the times. It needs to embrace new stories, because I feel like I know this story. But let me tell you something. The focal point of the Toy Story movies was the relationship between Woody and Buzz. And that was completely lost in Toy Story 4. Don't get me started on Toy Story 4. And now it seems like Toy Story 5, aka Lightyear, or Lightyear, aka Toy Story 5, It's just completely abandoned those characters for something completely different. It's gone in a different direction with no explanation. And I just feel like it's a cash grab again. Another example of Hollywood trying to milk a franchise for all it's worth. And good people like myself, I'm not going to put any more money into this franchise because I feel like the franchise should have ended at 3. Could have ended at 2. Came back, really great film in Toy Story 3. Wrapped everything up. No, not enough. Got to have a 4th. But we won't have to see any of those characters. Again, is it contractual because you can't afford to pay all those characters? No, I don't know. I just feel like there's a level of hostility towards these movies. It brings out a level of hostility within me. So no, I just didn't enjoy it. And I think Hollywood needs to look at other things, embrace new ideas. Because I don't go to the cinema very often. I've said before, I enjoy my action. When I do go to the cinema, when I pay $9.99, you better give me a good experience. And I know this will make a lot of money. I know people will go and see it, and kids will love it. Great. But what about the true fans? What about us? What about all the time and energy that we put into these movies? It's like we don't count for anything. It's like we don't count. It's like we don't matter. All that matters is new fans, a new fan base. But I just feel so disappointed, and the movie has nothing to do with that disappointment, really. I'm disappointed because I put the faith into Pixar to deliver a good experience. But this is twice now. After Toy Story 4, okay, it's not worked. What else can we do? Oh, why don't we do Buzz Lightyear? Well, you know what? What next? Why don't you just do Woody's Roundup? Why don't you just do that? Why don't you just make a movie about Woody? There are so many areas that you could go, but no, you went in a standard direction, and you're milking the fans like myself because you know we'll go, you know we'll invest in your movie, and you know we'll make money. But this is the reaction that you get. This is the reaction. Disappointed. We deserve more. We deserve better than that. And I tried to be diplomatic with these reviews, but why should I? Why should I be diplomatic? So no, I didn't enjoy this movie. And no, I didn't enjoy the voice work. Thought it looked good, like it's but it's superficial, isn't it? It's sort of like you look at a film and you go, "Oh, that looks great," but we know Pixar movies always look great. Pixar movies always look great. But can you deliver a strong movie that gets me on board, that engages me? No, you can't. You failed. Pixar, you failed. And just got to believe that this is the end now for Toy Story. Got to believe that that'll be it. But will it be it? No. No, it won't. Because they're probably going to make another Lightyear movie. They're probably going to make another movie. And Chris Pratt will get on board. And there's nothing against Chris Pratt. I like Chris Pratt. I'm not a Chris Pratt hater. But is he Tim Allen? Did he really get the character of Buzz Lightyear? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. This movie could have been anything. But you're just attaching Lightyear onto it. And maybe if Pixar had been brave enough, and this hadn't been called Lightyear, and it was just another movie, maybe I would have accepted it because there wasn't that expectation. But they had to attach it. They had to put Lightyear onto it. Did this movie need to be anything to do with Buzz Lightyear? No, it didn't. It didn't need to be that, but you had to make it that. And that's why I'm disappointed, and I really didn't enjoy the movie. And so I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5. 2 popcorns out of 5. Didn't enjoy it. Won't be going to see it again. Don't go and see this movie. Don't waste your time. Until next time, thank you so much for it. If you haven't done so already, I know I'm being negative. But leave a like and subscribe. And leave your thoughts and your comments on this movie, this video, and I'd love to get some kind of a dialogue going. And you know what? Some people give me a thumbs down. That's okay. You don't have to like everything I do. You don't have to like anything I do. But you're watching and you're engaged. And I wanted to be engaged in this film, but I wasn't. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you all soon.